Hi, this is the Devops mock interview day 71. Okay, we already completed 70 mock interviews. So if you are watching this video for the first time in the YouTube, please check out all 70 mock interviews. Okay, where you can find, just go to YouTube. Okay, search for Devops Easy. Okay, you will get my first channel. Okay, go to playlist section. So you can see Linux interview questions, Git interview questions, Ansible, Terraform, Kubernetes, Docker, AWS S3, Jenkins, EC2. Okay. So just go to this DevOps interview question analysis. If you see there are 71 videos. Okay. If you see the playlist, you can find all mock interviews in the DevOps interview question and answers. Okay. You can check out all the playlist. And one more thing, we are starting a new batch. Do you know? From December 9th. Okay, today is 2nd. From December 9th, we are starting a new batch. So I will show you the class calendar. Okay, from 9th December. Okay, we are starting a new batch and it will end on 19th February. Okay, everything, when will be the holiday, okay, when will be the classes, what is the class timing, it will be 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, if you are watching this video from outside of India, so if it is feasible for you at 7 a.m. Indian time, then you can choose. And one more thing, I will show you the tools cycle. Okay, we will start from Git. Okay, once Git is completed, we will go to Jenkins. After Jenkins is completed, we will go to Terraform. Once Terraform is completed, we will go to Ansible. Okay, and everything will be explained using AWS Cloud. Okay, AWS Cloud, some services also will be covered, whatever required for the DevOps engineer. Okay, Docker. Okay, Ansible is completed. Docker after Kubernetes, then 10 real-time projects. Okay, if you learn this perfectly, no one will stop you to crack a job in DevOps. Okay, everything will be practical. Okay, with real life example. Okay, someone is joining. Let me. So yeah, hi Mahesh. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi.
Am I audible, right?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, Mahesh. Go ahead. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Yeah, good evening. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Mahesh. I am from Hyderabad. I'm working in an X company with around 3 years of experience in IT industry. When it comes to the DevOps, I have 2.8 years of experience. My experience mostly involved in Linux operating system, AWS cloud platform, and with the best DevOps practices. When it comes to my associate level, I have started working in Linux operating system. With that knowledge, I have built some routine shell scripts for our automation in our environment. With that, I have got an opportunity to work in cloud and DevOps team, where I have started my career as a DevOps engineer. When it comes to the AWS environment, I have worked with more services like EC2, DynamoDB, RDS, EKS, and auto scaling, load balancing. Much more services I have worked on. Still, I am working in much more services with the AWS. It's going to be released in future. Coming to my DevOps practices, I have much knowledge on Git version control system. And Jenkins for our CI/CD. Our routine builds will be run in the CI/CD and Jenkins pipeline. We have integrated so many tools to our pipeline for the quality software delivery to our clients. With this, we have delivered SonarQube for code quality and Nexus for OS libraries capture and configuration management through Ansible. When it comes to the deployment and strategies, I have much knowledge on Docker and Kubernetes, Docker for containerization and Kubernetes for orchestration. And for simplifying deployment, used for Helm charts for the simplification of deployment application. And when it comes to the monitoring, I have good knowledge on Prometheus and Grafana for metrics monitoring and Elastic Log Stash Kibana for log monitoring. Yeah, this is about myself. Thank you.
Okay, so you don't need to right. Keep it short and sweet. Don't prolong the introduction part. So it will make boring. So you can complete in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes.
Okay, I will try to complete it within 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. Let me introduce myself. Hello and thank you for having me today. I have over 6 years of experience in the IT industry with a strong foundation in Linux administration, cloud engineering, and DevOps practices. I began my career as a Linux administrator where I developed a solid understanding of system management and automation. About a year into my career, I transitioned into cloud engineering, gaining hands-on experience with various cloud platforms and services. For the past 4 years, I have specialized in DevOps, focusing on tools and practices that enhance my development and operations efficiency. My expertise includes version control with Git, continuous integration and delivery with Jenkins, containerization with Docker, and orchestration with Kubernetes. Additionally, I have extensive experience with infrastructure as a code using Terraform and configuration management using Ansible. On the cloud, I am proficient in AWS services, including EC2, S3, VPC, and IAM, which has allowed me to design and manage scalable, secure cloud architectures effectively. And thank you so much for having me today. And I'm excited to bring experience to your team and contribute for the success of the project if I got selected. Thank you so much. That's all. Okay, if anyone want to introduce yourself, definitely go ahead and introduce. Don't reveal your genuine
जल्दी पढ़ो
information.
actually I'm outside.
Okay, no issues. If anyone, you can.
Thanks for the session. This is Jay.
Okay, don't
How?
reveal about your genuine information. Okay.
Okay, okay. This is nickname only.
Okay.
I have total around 8 plus years of experience into DevOps with the AWS cloud. I worked on various projects like deployment projects, insurance, and those kind of projects I worked on. I have good knowledge in DevOps tools like Jenkins, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform. These kind of domains I worked on in my recent projects. Coming to cloud, I have involved into AWS cloud. Mostly major services I worked on into AWS services, EC2, auto scaling, Lambda, load balancer. These kind of services majorly involved into my recent domain. I'm good at in Git also, version control tool. This is all about my so short.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it was good. Not bad. You can
Any
improve. You
changes?
can improve a lot.
Okay, thank you.
So there is some confidence is missing. Apart from that, everything is perfect. If you attend multiple mocks,
Mm,
right, and if you practice more, then you will rock the interview.
mm, yeah, thank you.
Sir, can you give me access for the Git repository for question answers?
Sorry, who is this?
Swapna.
Did you enroll for DevOps?
No, only for interviews.
Okay, you want for Git.
Yeah. No, I wanted question answers PDF for all the sessions.
Okay, I have already given access. Okay, for you can go for let me share it. Okay, github.com. If you go to repositories, there is a DevOps mock interview.
No, I don't have access for it. I just have access for DevOps real time.
Okay, let me pause the recording and I will give the access.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Someone is asking.
Me Naresh, Jay. If we are enrolling for the interview purpose, how many days we need to attend these sessions?
Yeah,
It,
for the
mm,
mock, right,
yeah,
you will get 50 mocks or 3 months.
okay. 50 marks. 50 na
Yes,
50.
50, 50.
50. Okay, great. We get all the interview questions and answers, same like yours.
Yes, everything. So I will give access for everything. Every mock interview you will get it. Now we have completed 70 marks. All 70 marks you will get it.
Question and answers, right?
Yes, along with question and answers.
If we need any kind of subject add on to this, we can go for it. Or else
Any
we
two?
will something like I need to like we are. I'm not at hands-on experience in Terraform. Can
Okay.
I use only Terraform?
Yes, definitely. If you want only Terraform, you can join Terraform as well.
Okay, most of the things are asking Terraform and cloud formation in
Okay.
recent times.
Okay, but it will be not included in this interview.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
that is another issue. Okay, we
Yeah.
can separately charge for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, done. Thank you.
I will share. Like, let me. Shall we start the mock interview?
You can share.
Okay, Swapna, do you want to introduce yourself, or shall we start?
So you can start.
Okay. So, what is Docker? Why is it used? Simple one. What is the purpose of this Docker? Why is it used?
It includes all the dependencies packages to run the particular application.
Okay, what is dependencies and what is packages?
It is used for the run the particular application. So it's like suppose we are using Java or database, so it will include all the dependency and create the small package that we are calling images. So
Okay,
it
I
will
will create one EC2 instance. Okay, in my EC2 instance also I will be having the package and dependencies. Why I need to go for Docker? I will directly run on my EC2 instance, right? Mahesh, you want to add something?
Yeah, Docker is a popular open source containerization tool where we can able to containerize our whole application into a small image with all the packages are included. When it comes to virtual machine with compared with Docker, in the normal server virtual machine, we can able to get, if we, for example, if we are building our application, if we are deploying an application in a particular VM, we need to have a hypervisor with the operating system. That will be more it will make us a heavy weight for that particular application. When it comes to the containerization platform, it will make what are the necessary packages, whatever the necessary dependencies needed to run our particular application. It can be involved those things in our Docker. That's why it is in lightweight in nature. It is also portable also. It can able to run in multiple OS platforms. Yeah, simply we are writing one Docker file named as Docker file, and we are taking a base image. With this base image, we can able to take alpine also. Alpine, why particular alpine means we have a alpine image. This going to be make our image as much smaller in size. That's why making a base image, and we are copy with some Docker instruction, we are copying our application code and making that whole application code as a image, and then with the help of containerization tool, which is the best in nature, it is Kubernetes, our deploying our application into that. Yeah, this is how Docker will go into work.
Okay, so whatever you said, right? You said correct, but it's like boring. Okay, you are explaining a lengthy answer. Okay, for a simple question, you need to complete it and make it as short as you can, because interviewer is not at all interested. Okay, because he need to go to next question. So if you are taking this much of time, okay, we need to take time, but not this much long,
Okay.
because he will forget at the beginning what you have said, right? It might be correct, right? Whatever you said in the beginning, he will forget if you tell this much long.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, don't take it in wrong way.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Okay, if you ask me, right, so Docker is nothing but an isolated environment where you can run your application. Okay, if I want to explain you in brief, we need to go back to 20 years back, where we used to run our application in the virtual machine, like same like in virtual machine. Okay, I can run my application in this virtual machine. There is no harm. I can easily run. Okay, now for suppose if there is a developer, okay, he has running the application in this Ubuntu operating system. Okay, now I will give the same code to my colleague or my friend to run the application. What he will do, he will create one EC2 instance. Okay, he will install the software and he will run the application. So then what will the issue, like for suppose if I have taken Ubuntu 22, he might take Ubuntu 24 version. Did I mention that? Did I mention him that you need to take only Ubuntu 22? No. I just given him code and I told him to run the software. So I didn't mention the version. So he will take Ubuntu 24, okay, and he will create the EC2 instance and he will install. I have installed Java 8 in my right in my code to run my to start my application. He might use Java 21, which is the latest one. So there might be some differences will happen. So due to that reason, Docker was implemented. Docker was telling that whatever required versions, it will be automatically right created it as a Docker image. Nothing but if we go back to again, if I compare with real life example, right, 10 to 15 years back, hope you have purchased a CD right from the shop to watch your favorite movies. So in that CD, whatever you required, it will be present. So your favorite movie will be present. In the same way, Docker is also what Docker is doing. Docker is telling whatever required for your application to run, I will keep that inside this Docker image. So you just need to simply run a command to create a container, and it will be container is also nothing but a virtual machine itself. I just explained you to understand. I'm not answering the question, okay, in the interview. I'm explaining the concept so that you will get it. Okay. So explain the difference between Docker image and container. Now I've told you image and container, right? Now explain me the difference between this Docker image and the container. Anyone? Difference between this Docker image and the container.
Can I?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, the Docker image actually we build from a Docker file. In Docker file, we are giving a set of instruction to how to build a image. That is a Docker image. While container, by using image, we are creating container. We are deploy our application into the container. There is a main difference.
You are explaining, right, how to create a Docker image, then
Yeah.
using that image, how to create a container. You are just explaining me that, but you are
Okay.
not telling the difference here.
Can I tell?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Docker image is nothing but read-only template used to create a container. Like it is our package. It is a package contains code plus dependencies. It Docker image, and Docker container is nothing but instance of Docker image. Content can be started, stopped, or and deleted and moved for different environments.
Okay. Simple, like Docker image is nothing but, like for suppose if I want to go like like to I just want to go for a trip. So what I will do, I will create a plan or not. So Docker image is nothing but a plan, right, to create a container, nothing but a snapshot. So whatever required to run the application will be present in the Docker image. Docker image is a snapshot for creating a container. That's it. Simple answer. Or template, as Aditya mentioned. So do you know how to create a Docker image? Like how do you create a Docker image?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Through Docker file, we can create a Docker image.
Yeah, we we need to write a set of instructions like what application dependencies, all those things in one Docker file. After that, we need to build an image with a command using Docker build -t with that particular image name colon with version followed by dot. With this image will going to be create for that particular application code. Once we need to run that image, we need to go for Docker run
No need, no
hyphen
need.
d.
Whatever I've asked you, right? Just answer that question. Okay, did I ask you how to create a container? No, I have asked you how to create a Docker image. You have explained that. That is more than enough.
Yes.
Okay, do you know what is the difference between Docker run and Docker start?
Docker run to start the for building an image as a container, we need Docker run to start when comes to the container environment. If already the container is created, just to start the particular container, we can go for start.
So Docker run is used to create a new container. Docker start is used to start the existing container if already present in your local system. Like for example, if the Docker container is stopped, you can use Docker start to start the container. So how do you check running Docker containers?
Docker
Using Docker
PS
PS command.
Docker
Docker
PS.
PS command,
Docker
we can
PS
get all
hyphen
the
K.
running containers.
Okay, just a moment, I'm getting a call. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. So what is the purpose of Docker Compose?
Docker Compose is a file where we can able to write all in one set of file like services, volumes, namespaces, all those things in a single file. Docker Compose file.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Docker Compose is nothing but we are writing all the set of services and volumes and namespaces whichever we required. All those things we are combining and we are writing in one set of file. It's a Docker Compose file to run all the containers at a time.
Okay, anyone want to add to this?
Uh, can I tell, sir?
Yes.
It is a tool used to manage multi-container based application. Using Docker Compose, we can manage, create, store, or start the images. And Docker Compose.yml is the file used to provide the container information to the Docker Compose. Then it has four syntax version represents version number. Service is a container, like how much container how to run. Volume is to storage the container. Network is for communication. This is
Okay, how do you delete unused Docker images? Like for suppose if there are some Docker images present in your local system, okay, there are multiple images are there. Okay, some images are so using some images you already created some containers. You should not delete that. You need to delete the only Docker images which is not used for creating a container.
By using Docker images prune, we can delete all the unused images.
Sorry for that. Can you come once again?
Docker image prune.
Super, super. You are right. So what is the difference between copy and add?
Copy and add will both perform the same actions like copying the files from local to the container. When it comes to the add, it has a special feature like getting the URL from the remote missions and copying the URLs and extracting the tar files, archiving those kind of extra features added to the add instruction. That's the difference.
Do you agree with Mahesh, Jay?
Yes, exactly what he said. That is right.
Super. Okay. So how do you expose a port in a Docker container?
By using export instruction, we can able to expose in docker file we need to expose, then we need to use the export instruction to expose the port. While running need to be expose the port, you need to go with the docker run -p option to expose the container and the host port while running that particular image as a container.
Super, you are right. Final question. How do you log into a running Docker container?
By using docker exec -t with that hyphen name of the container, uh, followed by bash
Slash bin bash.
slash bin
Yeah.
bash or slash bash is all two things work out.
Shall we check the answers?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. What is Docker and why is it used? So Docker is a platform for developing, shipping and running applications in lightweight containers. It ensures consistency across environment. So developers can package an application and its dependencies into a container to run reliably in different environments. So environment nothing but I told you right. What is environment? I have given one application to run to my friend. So he will run that application in his server or in his laptop. That is called as a different environment. I am running application in my server. So that is called as another environment. Yes or no? So as we are packaging code into a Docker image, so it will support on every platform. So that's what they have mentioned. So what is the difference between a Docker image and a container? Image, a template for creating containers like a snapshot. Container, a running instance of a image. Okay, how to pull the Nginx image? So if you do want to download Docker image ls and nothing is there, Docker pull nginx. Okay, it will pull the nginx image. If I don't give the version, by what it will do, it will
Latest.
take tag as a latest and it will pull the image. So Docker image ls. Okay, to run Docker run nginx. So if I don't give anything, what it will do, it will run in the, what is this? Docker container is running in the background, right?
Background.
Am I right? Docker
-d
container
you
is
need to
running in the,
mention, it will be -d you can mention it is running detached mode.
okay, what it is doing?
It is running in foreground.
Super. So now the container is running in the foreground. So I will come out. Okay. So how do you create a Docker image? So using a Docker file, right, to define the build process and Docker build to create the image. So this is the Docker file, simple Docker file, right? So what I will do, shall we create a Docker file? Vi Docker file. So every Docker file will start with a base image, which is from what he had taken Ubuntu. He has taken a latest Now is installing some curl software. Okay, run apt update and apt install curl -y cmd echo hello docker. Nothing but he is just executing some simple command. Echo I will use hello Devops easy. So to create image, what is the command? Docker image build -t. Image name will be demo version 1 dot. Okay, it will first download the Ubuntu image. Okay, then after it will install the required software. Just update the package, it will install the curl. So tagged was right. Run instruction will be run when it will run. Sorry, cmd when it will run while creating the container, right?
while creating the container.
Shall we check our image is created or not? Docker image ls. Yes, demo 1, right? 17 seconds ago created. To create a container, docker container run. If you want to run the container in the background, -d demo 1. Okay, enter. Yes, created or not? I want to create one more container. What I can do? I can give the name, right? Another name one two dashes. Name. What is the name of the container? What we can do? I will use demo. So if you see, now I didn't run -d. Okay. Hello DevOps is displayed or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
So because in the cmd instruction I given this command. So that's the reason it is displayed this command. So shall we move to next question? So what is the difference between Docker run and Docker start? So Docker run creates and starts a new container. Docker start starts an existing stopped container. So Docker run -d Docker start. Okay, to check the running container, Docker ps. So there is no running container. To check the stopped container, Docker ps -a, right? So Docker compose, right? It simplifies multi-container application deployment using a YAML file. If you want to create multiple containers, you can use Docker compose. So Docker compose up -t. So Docker compose is not present. He is telling to install Docker compose. I need to install it. Okay, now I will execute. First I will do the ls. Okay, there is a Docker compose file is there. Cat. Okay, I have used a version 3. Okay, services. I'm just using image nginx and with the port of 8080. Okay, and I'm creating a web container. Okay, Docker compose up -t. Now Docker Compose no one is using. Okay, in the place of Docker Compose we are using Kubernetes. Okay, so while parsing a block mapping line 1 column 1 expected block end but found block mapping start. So YAML file will start with 3 dashes, right? Yes or no? Shall we add that? insert. So whenever you get an error, you need to understand, you need to read it. Okay. So again, error. So what is the mistake we are using? Okay, I will just edit this docker compose.file. So is there any alignment mistake? Version is here, services is here. Okay, if I go where the services is there, I have done this intentionally. Yes or no? To just show you the error. So where is,
Cabbage.
so if there is an alignment mistake, it will fail. Okay, after three spaces, you need to have the web, right? After two spaces or three spaces. Then images, port. Okay, am I right? Correct, right? After two spaces. After two spaces. After two spaces. Yes, created or not? Super. Docker ps. Yes, running on 8080 ports. Shall we check? So in our Docker classes also we will do like this itself practically. I will create, I will do intentionally some mistakes. Okay, and I will show you how to troubleshoot. Oh, public IP is not copying. Okay, 8080. Yes, running. So like this you can able to do. How to delete unused Docker images? Docker image ls. Okay, there are multiple images. Docker image prune. What is the command? I forget. Minus f, nothing but forceful.
Forceful.
So total reclaimed space 0 bytes. Because using Ubuntu we have created a container, using Nginx also we have created a container, using demo also we have created a container. Okay, shall we pull another image? Docker pull. Shall we pull Tomcat? Just for our practice purpose I'm pulling. Okay. What I tell, I need to delete the unused image. So Tomcat is not using, right? Did we create any container using Tomcat? No.
No.
So Docker image ls. Shall we try the command again? So Docker image prune minus f. If not, shall we use Docker image prune? So this will remove all dangling images. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. No. Delete unused images. Docker.
Without force, you can do it.
Docker image prune minus a. Yes. Tom, can delete it or not?
Deleted.
So Docker image minus a you need to use. Sorry, Docker image prune minus a. Got it? So if you get an error, if you don't know how to resolve, do you know how to Google it? You need to do like that. Anyway, don't worry. In real time class, if you enroll, right, I will teach you how to work on real time. So whenever you get an error, how to troubleshoot, how to solve any errors, how to work on tickets, everything I will explain for my students. Okay, now so copy will copy the file from source to destination. Add will extra feature. You can download the URL as well. Okay, using expose you can able to expose the. Okay, already some right 8080 port Nginx is running. I don't need to run that. Okay, if I want to log in to a container, docker exec minus 80 container ID bin by bash. Okay, so docker container exec minus 80. What is the container name or container ID? So docker container ls. First, let me do docker container ls. Okay, docker container exec minus it container id or container name. Okay, slash bin by bash. Yes, pwd. Okay, who am I? env. Yes, I am inside the container. If I want to come out of the container, exit. Done. So tomorrow a little bit complex questions will be there to not yeah in the next mock interview. Okay, in the same docker continuation you will be having too much complicated questions where we will discuss about volumes, networkings. Okay, this is the first mark. It is simple, but don't expect right simple things in the next mark. Everything will be practical. Okay, do you have anything? So yeah, next month we are starting a new batch. Sorry, not next month. Sorry, this is December. Okay, from 9th December we are starting a new batch. If any one of your friends or colleagues looking, you can refer. They can call me or ping me on WhatsApp. If you have any doubts, you can ask. If not, we can wind up the session. No doubt.
Tomorrow same timing.
I will update.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing from my end.
Okay.
Nothing.